Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW.
I literally was sick to my stomach and I took it down to the cop shop because the cops, they did press charges on this little girl. And they were also disgusted that it went on for this long. Their first questions was, where were the supervisors?
A Valley City mom is furious after her daughter was beat up at school, and even more upset that the whole situation was caught on video with no one willing to step in and stop it. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. The mom contacted our Whistleblower Hotline saying this aggressive incident lasted nearly 1 minute during the lunch hour, and she says there were no supervisors or teachers to stop it. Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic sat down with the mom in an exclusive interview and tells us why she wants the school to change the way they handle bullying.
Cassie Earl says the Valley City public school system hasn't done enough after her daughter was assaulted in school, and it was all caught on video.
I was pretty irritated that nothing else was going to happen. Like, my daughter shouldn't fear going to school. She should have a safe environment.
Earl says the girl who recorded the video was expelled, while the girl who assaulted her daughter was suspended for 8 days, something she says isn't fair.
For a parent to see your child get assaulted for a minute, the school system failed. I mean, you're in the middle of lunch. There should have been some kind of supervision. You can't tell me that with these 50 kids making noise around in this video, somebody didn't hear.
I reached out to the superintendent of Valley City Public Schools and I did not get a call back. But on previous matters, when I spoke with school officials regarding bullying, they say they take any bullying situation very seriously.
You just keep failing these kids over and over. That's not the only incidents that happened this year. I mean, there's other ones I've heard about.
Earl took her daughter out of school and tried to enroll her in a different school, but she says the principal at Valley City stopped that process.
Found out that the principal from Valley had contacted this school and told them all about my daughter's personal life, how she's on probation, the incident that happened at school, made her sound like she's a horrible kid.
She says the school needs to enforce the bullying policy more since students keep getting hurt.
She's not one to go starting something, because then I'd be on their side. Like, you can't go starting something, but defending yourself, you have to stand up for yourself before that happens.
In Valley City, Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
Earl says she decided not to press charges because the school did so already. As we mentioned, this story came to us through our Whistleblower Hotline. So if you need help with an issue in your community, please give us a call at 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. That way a member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. Stay with us later on Valley News Live at 9. With less than a week away until Election Day, we break down Measure 2 for you. And we have the story between the bond of a 6-year-old boy and a World War II vet, why their bond will live on forever. Be sure to stick around for that. But first, it was a stunning fall day. I don't know if you noticed that sunset today. Yeah. It was stunning, absolutely beautiful. What does tonight look like?
Nice day out there. The clouds moved in just in time to give us that nice sunset. We're going to see more of that sunshine as we head through the next few days, and that sun's going to help slowly warm us on up above temperatures that are already above normal. Temperature-wise right now, not too bad. 49 degrees in the Fargo-Moorhead area. That's above our normal high for the day of 47. It's 43 Grand Forks and Thief River Falls, 39. Up in the Langdon area. Winds, they've been light all day. They'll remain light tonight and through the day tomorrow. In fact, calm in a few locations. I mentioned the clouds. There they are. They continue to slide off toward the east and southeast. And we'll see those clouds decrease overnight tonight. By tomorrow, most of those clouds will be out of here and we'll see lots of sunshine as we head through the late morning and on into the afternoon. Quite a bit of rain showing up on the radar, but some of that's not reaching the ground. But don't be surprised to see a few raindrops hitting the windshield, especially as you get over towards the Lake of the Woods area and points off towards the east. The rest of us, we're going to stay dry with partly cloudy skies and decreasing clouds as we head towards tomorrow morning. Off to our west, it's pretty quiet, but off to our east, it's pretty stormy. Some showers and some thunderstorms making their way through the Great Lakes, and some of those rains have been locally heavy. A few strong to severe storms are still ongoing in parts of Indiana. Off to the south, some big-time storms ongoing for parts of Oklahoma and Texas. Those will continue to slide off towards the east, right along the Red River of the south. For us, as we head through the overnight hours tonight, we'll see that area of rain again continue to slide off toward the east and get on out of here. Clouds, they'll stick around for a little while until tomorrow morning, and then as we head through the late morning hours and on into tomorrow afternoon, We'll see them get on out of here. We'll see lots of sunshine across the region, and those winds will remain light, northerly in the morning, shifting to the south later on. And look at that, lots of sunshine as we head through the day. Maybe a little bit of fog developing late tomorrow night over parts of northern Minnesota. Here in Fargo, we'll start off the day in the upper 30s with some light westerly breezes by lunchtime with lots of sunshine out there, just a few clouds around. Temperatures in the low 50s, and by the end of the day with plenty of sunshine, we'll be flirting with 60 degrees, well above our normal high. Picture of the day, a gorgeous shot. Thanks for Sue for sending this on in. This is Lake Park, Minnesota, a mirror-like lake. We're going to use that as the background to our 7-day forecast. A lot going on over the next 7 days. Some mid-50s Thursday, Friday, North Dakota deer opener, low 60s. Saturday, Minnesota deer opener, mid-60s. We've got tailgating before the YSU-NDSU game. Don't forget to turn your clocks back Saturday night after the NDSU victory. A few showers on Monday and rock the vote on Tuesday.
What a locked-in schedule. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm out of breath. I need a glass of water.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robert.
You got it.
Well, your vote next week will decide if North Dakota legislators and educators will gain access to around $600 million in one of the state's saving accounts. It's one of 5 measures. A yes vote on Measure 2 will give access to the account and will be used for education purposes. And a no vote will allow the savings account to be used only when the governor makes budget cuts. Opponents of the measure feel that our state will use the account as a permanent funding, leaving no money for the future. And those for Measure 2 say they would only use it in times of need.
If you think for a second that the voters of North Dakota are going to let the legislature squander this money on something that's not related to K-12 education, that's a completely mistaken view.
Our concern, if it's spent, is it's a short-term solution that would result in potentially long-term consequences over the long run.
We've broken down all of the North Dakota ballot measures for you. To learn more about the other 4, visit valleynewslive.com. Today, non-lethal force had to be used on site of the Dakota Access Pipeline protest. The Morton County Sheriff's Department ended today's standoff with protesters and arrested 1 person. It started early this morning when officers saw a group of demonstrators building a wooden bridge on the water. The Sheriff's Department says its purpose was to gain illegal access to the Cannonball Ranch, which is private property. And since August 10th, 415 people have been arrested in connection to the pipeline protests. And today, we have some new information on where they're all from. Arrestees are from a total of 43 states and Canada. The Morton County Sheriff's Department says most of those arrested are from either South Dakota or California. They say 35 people of those arrested are from North Dakota, and about 28 people have been arrested for their involvement in more than one protest action. President Obama says the administration was waiting on the Army Corps of Engineers to examine whether there were ways to reroute the pipeline and would, quote, let it play out. And that caused reactions from both sides of the issue. Morton County Commissioner Cody Schultz says the president's statement affords the opportunity to the out-of-state militant faction to keep escalating their violent activities. He added that it puts lives at danger, and you can read that full statement on our website. A North Dakota rancher is betting he can put beef back on the menu of health-conscious Americans. Ed Jonas is raising his own registered breed of cattle that he says offers something the others don't: low fat and cholesterol. They're a cross between Italian Piedmontese bulls and Scottish Highland cows. Jonas says his own federally trademarked brand of beef called Highmont beef has only 1/3 of the fat and cholesterol of other beef.
The folks that have tasted our beef, from 5-star restaurants to mom and pop that we ship beef all over the United States, love the flavor. I spoke to somebody from California last night. He just loves our beef.
If you'd like more information on all of this, we have a link to Jonas's website. Just go to Valley News Live and click on this story. CrossFit is helping people of all athletic abilities get active and healthy. It's also helping some adaptive athletes get ready for the first Fargo Mania competition this weekend. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons explains.
Up, 2, down. It's crunch time for these athletes, training for this upcoming weekend's Fargo Mania. They've been working their hardest for 6 weeks, gearing up for the adaptive competition for those 18 years and older. For Jackie Launch, she remembers all the progress she's made since day one.
I could hardly move. I had a hard time stretching and moving.
CrossFit Ice House in Fargo has teamed up with TNT Fitness and Community Living Services to train the athletes. They do full CrossFit-style workouts with things like squats, burpees, and sprints.
Try to win hard, try to win states, and then maybe we could get a belt or a medal in there.
The routines they're told to do may seem tough at first, but with the help of their coaches, these athletes learn quickly that there's no limitations in their abilities.
We'll just tailor the same movements based on what they can do, based on where their ability is. We like to meet them at their level, and that helps them progress really quickly.
The room is full of positivity, cheers of encouragement when an athlete enters the room, before and after workouts, and in celebration of knowing there's nothing they can't do.
Sometimes these athletes are, we say they're just kind of sheltered from working out. They're sheltered from those things. Don't do this, because you don't know what they can do. And we want to challenge that and show people what they can do.
And if you think for a second they're nervous for this weekend.
No, I'm not worried. No, I'm excited. I can't wait.
We're going to win.
In Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
Love that. If you want to get involved with Fargo Mania, volunteers are still needed for the day of the event to help out and cheer on athletes. For more information, head over to valleynewslive.com. The brand new home for NDSU men's and women's basketball and wrestling is officially open. It's all part of the Sanford Health Athletic Complex. The Shield Center has a seating capacity of approximately 5,700, and some notable features are a new center-hung, four-sided video display system. The arena also has a club room on the east side and an upper concourse overlooking the playing floor from each side. The complex is located on the 1600 block of University Drive North, where the BSA used to sit. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook so that way you can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. Still ahead tonight, the bond between a 6-year-old boy and a World War II vet. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.